Benjamin Sesko comes up clutch once again, but Manchester United only able to grab the 1 point away at West London Stadium, and now Frank cannot get his hair cut. Considering Manchester United's form over the last month, it was seen as a game they could go out and get and really dominate. We thought there was going to be an onslaught, but West Ham came out with a low block and Manchester United just couldn't get through. They tried to penetrate the wall, but nothing could come of it. And look, facing a low block, the contingency was if you do lose the ball, you're facing the potential of counter-attack. So I think that not having the introduction of Sesko in the lineup did hurt them. I think that they weren't able to go direct because they had players like Ahmad. Players are really good at dribbling, but can't, get through the defense. And I think that with Sesko's aerial ability, his athleticness, his physicality, I think in times like that, when you can't go weave in and through, put crosses through, that can eliminate the variable of not being able to go through, but go in the air. And I think that was something that, if managed or changed sooner, I think it could have had a profound effect on the game. And look, Michael Carrick did state he liked having the continuity of a team that had won 4 games in a row. And I think that's respectable and look undeniable that you want to build some consistency. But I think when change occurs, when you're coming up against different formations and tactics, I think that new ideas are really apparent and need to be put in place for, different occasions. And look, for Nuno, considering the slow start to his season or, coming halfway through the season, I think he turned it around. He turned a terrible season for West Ham in something they can build on. They've got 10 points out of their last 15. And I think the last couple of weeks, they've built on the confidence of winning games and now coming up against Manchester United and getting a draw at home. I think it's massive for their confidence overall. And so Arsenal are still 11 points ahead of Manchester United. So obviously we don't assume they're going to reach them. But for Man City, Villa, they're in reach. They're teams that can, be potentially caught up to. But for West Ham, look, they're in a relegation battle. But I think considering the lack of form from Spurs, Forest, I think they're very gettable. Let me know below in the comments. What do you think of the game? What do you see for both clubs in the foreseeable future? And as always, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Joey's Vantage.